So you're telling me you want to travel in business class from the U.S. to Japan, and then to Seoul, Korea, and then come back from either Japan or Korea to the U.S. in business class using 180,000 American Express points or less? Of course we can help. We'll show you how right now. First things first, let's find those flights. Okay, so we're going to use one of those premium search tools that we always talk about, like Seats.aero or Rome Travel or others. If you do want to use the premium version, they allow you to search for a full year of availability with like no restrictions. Both of them are linked in our bio. Okay, all right, so mid to late April to early May, here's how we're going to do it. On the way there, there's a few really cool flights that meet the criteria. Above us, I'm only showing because with Air Canada Aeroplan, if you transfer your points, you can redeem for as little as 52,500 points. And this is a good flight. You're going from New York, stopping in Delhi, and then you're ending up in Tokyo. So if you really want to save miles, you can use 52,500. But we're going to show you the way we would do it if we were booking this trip, knowing that you want to go to Japan and Korea. See that flight up there, April 14th one? So Air Canada allows you to buy a stopover for 5,000 additional miles, which means you can fly from San Francisco to Seoul, spend 5 days as an example, and then continue on to Tokyo, which is where you want to travel home from in this scenario. So this flight is available for 75,000 points, or as little as 52,500 and around $460 USD. Add 5,000 miles to that, and you can have a really cool trip. And as we know from the upgraded points transfer tool, American Express points transfer directly to Air Canada Aeroplan miles at a 1-to-1 ratio. So those 50,000 points from Amex, 50,000 Air Canada miles right there. So confirm the flight, right, using a search tool, confirm the flight on Air Canada, and then you can actually call in Air Canada, speak with one of the representatives, ask them to hold this flight while you transfer your points. Also, while you're on the phone, ask to do a spot stopover award fare for 5,000 miles, because you can stay in Korea for 5 days, or more if you want to, for 5,000 more miles. And then you still get to go on a business class flight from South Korea to Japan. Okay, now you ended up in Tokyo or Japan. How are you going to get back to the States? Here's how. You can fly directly from Narita, Japan, to San Francisco. This exact flight right here costs you $3,456 if you were to pay cash. Okay, you have American Express points and some Marriott points, so how are you going to book this trip? At least the return portion. Alaska Airlines acquired Hawaiian Airlines pretty recently. Real quick, 50,000 American Express miles or American Express points is equal to 50,000 Hawaiian Airline miles. But since you follow us, you know that Alaska and Hawaiian have a partnership. So here's what you do. You transfer your miles from American Express to Hawaiian Airlines, and then from Hawaiian Airlines to Alaska Airlines. You can now do this. Just like that, you have Alaska miles and you can book your return trip. And what can you do with your 300,000 Marriott points? Well, you can book hotels using those points in South Korea and then also in Japan. We'll take it one step further. Your American Express points. So, American Express points transfer to Hilton Honors points at a 1-to-2 ratio. So 50,000 American Express points is 100,000 Hilton points. So the two flights we showed you in total cost about 130,000 miles. So you have left over about, 50,000 or so miles? That's 100,000 Hilton points to book a 2 or 3 night stay, on top of the 330,000 Marriott points. So you're not spending $3,800 for the first flight. You're not spending $3,400 for the second flight or the return flight. You can even add a stopover fare for 5,000 more miles from Korea before you go to Japan. And we found a great way to use most of your points on hotel stays so you can save even more money on your trip. That's how you do it. I hope it's a killer trip. We know it will be. If you found this helpful, be sure to give us a like, follow, and a comment below. And also, we just launched an ebook. If you want to click the first link in our bio, you can get your hands on it. We also have a list of the credit cards that we talk about, and we have a link to each credit card that tells you about the pros and cons. If you do use our affiliate link, it's a great way at no extra charge to you to sign up for the credit card you're already considering, and it does help support our small business. So thank you in advance. Also listed are the search tools that we talk about, some really cool offers, and then we also have free guides as well. And if you don't want to do any of the work, that's totally fine. You can book a consultation with us, also in our bio. Lastly, hope you like this. Thank you for being you. We love you very much.